What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. Check them out. But first, stay on this one. So I told y'all I was going to do more than one video today. I told y'all it was going to happen because let's be honest here. I can't drop a video titled 3 Reasons Why I Haven't Gotten My Concealed Carry Permit and not at least do one, talks about 3 reasons why I want to get my concealed carry permit. So, you know what? I'm here. You see what I mean? I can't do one and not do the other. I would feel too bad for you guys. So, with that being said, no more beating around the bush. You read the title, you saw the thumbnail. Let's get right into it. First reason why I want to get my concealed carry permit and probably will be getting my concealed carry permit decently soon. I hate is such a strong word to some people, but it's very, very accurate in this case. Very, very accurate. I hate the waiting period that Florida has because unfortunately, because of the fact that some people had to ruin everything for everyone else because of one school shooting, we have a 3-day waiting period, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy here, but that's absolutely ridiculous because guess what? If somebody was planning to go shoot a place up and they went and bought a gun at the store, they're not just going to sit there and be like, oh, now I got to wait 3 days. Psh, plans off. You know what I mean? I guess that school's safe. They're not going to sit there and do that. Like, let's be realistic here for just 1 second. Anybody who thinks that is absolutely insane. And no, it's not a cool off period. That doesn't exist, guys. I hate to break this to you, but have you guys ever had an actual issue where you, let's say, we're not even going to talk about like a group of people or, maybe a school or any form of establishment. Have you personally ever had issues with anybody else on the planet? Just anyone else, right? And it's like serious issues. It's not, simple, oh, you said something, I didn't like on the internet. Serious, real deal issues. Like these people, like this person attacked someone in your family. They got away with it scot free. You know what I mean? What are we, like real deal, you have issues with somebody. Do you think that 3 days later, they just forgot about everything? Do you think you forgot about everything 3 days later? That's not how this works. Okay, cool off period is non-existent. Because guess what? If you truthfully feel some way about something, you're going to feel that same way one day and then a week from that day as well. You're going to feel that same way. All right. So in the end, that doesn't do anything to help prevent mass shootings. There is no time period, no cool off period that's going to help prevent any form of mass shootings or help really stop any form of gun crime. That's just not what happens. And I hate the fact that I have to deal with a waiting period. If I have my concealed carry permit, there is no waiting period. But how dumb is that? Here's an example on why that's so dumb, guys. If I have to sit there, if I want to buy a rifle, I still have to wait for the waiting period unless I have my concealed carry permit. What the hell does buying a rifle have to do with concealed carrying? What does that have to do with it? What does buying a shotgun have to do with concealed carrying? It doesn't. It has absolutely nothing to do with concealed carrying. Therefore, the argument that you need to have your concealed carry permit to avoid this waiting period is absolutely asinine. It is nonsensical. In the end, it was a mediocre, emotionally biased, and emotionally, motivated bill that was put into effect. Is something that we shouldn't have to deal with in the state of Florida, especially considering that we just recognized constitutional carry. We need to remove that 3-day waiting period. There's no point in it because guess what? We can carry without a permit now. So what does that permit show anybody? It shows them nothing. It doesn't show any extra level of competence. It doesn't do any of that. Now, moving on from number one, because I'm already almost 5 minutes in on this video, and you guys have heard me yell like 3 times, go on a rant, a tangent, and just go off, basically. So, number two is very unfortunate. This shouldn't be the case. This shouldn't, we shouldn't live in a society where this has become that kind of a big deal where this would be a factor into why you should get your concealed carry permit or why I will be getting my concealed carry permit soon. Or if you want to go by what the title of the video says, why I want to get my concealed carry permit. It looks better. When I say it looks better, I mean it looks better to the police if you're pulled over. It looks better to a jury or a judge. Let's say, God forbid, you ever are in a situation where you have to protect yourself and use your firearm. It just looks better that you have a concealed carry permit. Because in the end, guys, I don't want to, I'm not committing any crimes with my guns. I don't have anything to worry about with that. So in the end, if something ever happens and I do have to protect myself or my family, whatever, I want it to look as good on my end as possible. I don't want to spend time in jail. Okay. I know people who are currently in prison still. I mean, just from what that, I can tell you right now, guys, without a doubt, jail sucks. Okay. Let's just say that flat out. Jail is no fun. Prison is no fun. So guess what? I can tell you this right now. If I can have any extra advantage to make sure I look better to either, once again, the police, a judge, the jury, I 100% am going to have that. So you can see another very good reason why I plan on getting my concealed carry permit soon. However, what I can also say is that we shouldn't be in a society where this is the case, because concealed carry permits in the end should never have been a thing. It should never have been a question about that. It should never have been an issue where somebody has to go through the entire process of getting this entirely handled. Oh, yes, you have to, go to the class, get this certificate. You have to pay for that class, by the way. Then you got to go ahead. There we are. Then you got to go ahead and go wherever you have to go. In my case, it's the Florida Department of Agriculture. You have to pay them. Then they're going to have to take your certificate as well. Then they're going to have to get everything together. That's if they're working when they're supposed to be, because unfortunately, a lot of these government agencies have been found to be incompetent and don't work. Then you have to wait your entire time until it's sent out to you in the mail. See how many steps that took? That is ridiculous. That's very extra. We shouldn't live in a world where that's the case, in my opinion. However, unfortunately, we do. And since we do live in that world, that means you want to be able to look as good as you can. If something as simple as a concealed carry permit is going to help with that, then so be it. Moving on, number 3, and I kind of touched on this topic in the last video where I talked about why I haven't gotten my concealed carry permit yet, but some non-constitutional carry, so non-permitless carry states. There we are. I can English. They will accept your out-of-state concealed carry permit. Now, of course, it depends what state you're in, what state you're going to. By all means, always check the laws of where you live, where you're going, where your concealed carry permit will be accepted. However, in some non-constitutional carry states, which I'm hoping that phrase itself, some non-constitutional carry states, I hope that phrase gets just decimated. I hope we have 50 out of 50 constitutional carry states. But at the moment, I believe we're at 29 or 30. But some out of the 21 to 20 of those non-permitless carry states, they accept oftentimes out-of-state concealed carry permits. Now, it depends which state you're from, what concealed carry permit you have. Of course, it varies. Always check the laws. However, if you can legally carry in a state that is going to require you to have a permit, at least it accepts your out-of-state permit. You see what I mean? And while I don't plan on going to any non-permitless carry states, in the end, emergencies can happen. There can be a situation where I'm just required to go to a non-permitless carry state. But in the end, it's not my will that has everything done. It's God's will. So I'm not going to sit here and, make it to where I'm just going to have to risk being a felon for the rest of my life or having to go through that whole process just so that way I don't have to get a concealed carry permit. That seems useless to me. There's no point. I just don't get it. So in the end, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and probably get my concealed carry permit. Do I have an answer on when? No, but I mean, that's probably not going to be my biggest issue in life. With that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I want to, just run through my head real fast if there's anything I wanted to bring up. Nothing in particular. There we go. But with that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all, and whether or not you agree with me about the, actually, I don't know why you guys would disagree with me. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all would hate having to deal with 3-day waiting period. I'm pretty sure you guys agree that it looks better to a judge, jury, and the police to have your concealed carry permit. And I'm willing to bet that none of y'all are going to argue against the fact that having your concealed carry permit can come in handy in a non-permitless carry state. I don't think y'all can disagree with me. But if you do, for some reason, disagree with me, go ahead and comment down below why or why not. Then make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.